All right, guys, here we go, hitting the record button. This is all off of the cuff, no script or nothing. So these past 30 days have been insane for me. They've been insane. As I've been contemplating on leaving the job I was at, right? My brother and I are pretty close, and my brother and I are conversing. And as I'm about to quit my job, my brother calls me and tells me he's getting locked up. And he's got his own story and whatnot. I'll fill that in on a part 2 or something if you guys are interested. And so, ironically enough, I quit my damn job, you know, because my brother's getting locked up literally at his employer. So I tell him, give me the address, I'll go there, I got you. And so I go there, I get his car, I get the rest of his stuff, right? And then he's like, hey, go to my place and clean everything out if you can, woo-woo this, woo-woo that. And so I'm like, all right, I got you, bro, I got you. You know, it's the right thing to do. And Lord willing, if I was in that situation, I hope somebody could do that for me. So with that, right? Quit my job. I didn't want to be there anyways. I didn't mind the work. My brother went to jail, and then literally the following freaking day, bro, Charlie Kirk gets assassinated. Insane bro. And then the day after that, I'm going to a new employer. I got an interview, right? And guess what the hell happens? My life turns upside down. I get into a car accident. I mean, vehicles totaled. God bless, I made it out okay, right? Like, I'm good. I'm healthy, I'm living, I'm breathing. I'm still kind of fucking, you know, cute. But the fact of the matter is, right, I quit my job. Ironically, I don't believe in coincidences. I quit my job, and then my brother ends up going to jail. So, like, perfect timing on top of that. After that, Charlie Kirk gets assassinated, and then God bless, bro, I get into a goddamn car accident. And this was a 3-car too, man. Like, I'm trying to take a right, or I keep going straight, and this other car is trying to take a left, and the dude behind him clearly wasn't paying attention. Slams on the brakes, hit this truck so damn hard, and it just hits me. I couldn't even move out the way fast enough. I tried, but I mean, goddamn. So where am I going with all this? And then on top of that, right, Asmongold was streaming for a while, and then his pops passed away, and then he was ghost mode for a bit, and then here we are. It's been a wild month, guys. It's been a wild month. And so with that being said, my car's totaled, can't even drive it, unemployed now, brother's in jail, just cleaned all of his stuff out of his house. I got his Nissan Z here, I got his little Chevy Sonic, but my Focus ST is fucking total, y'all. And I lawyered up, I got an attorney because this other guy is not even trying, his insurance isn't trying to do nothing. They finally accepted fault, thank God, last week. But the dude that's been working on my case for the past 3-4 weeks since the accident happened, apparently just left the firm last Monday. Like, so all these weird things, man, it's just like, what in the hell on God's green earth? Like, how do these coincidences keep happening, right? Is what I keep asking myself. And like, look at my living conditions, right? How the hell did I even get here? What the hell is even going on? So, I guess another tangent and segue. Let's see how I got here, right? So back in 2019, I was in West Chicago, and I was going through a major separation with my kid's mom. So she pretty much hit me with the I'm not happy like every other dude, and I don't want to be with you no more. And yeah, so that stung, man. That stung. It left a bitter taste in my mouth. And by then, oh, my apologies. No, that was around like 2017 when she hit me with the I'm not happy. And so, you know, I do what every guy does, right? You try to get your head out of your ass. Okay, maybe I was wrong. Let me see. You were probably a simp at the time. I was simping hard, bro, you know? Thought it was the right thing to do. Didn't fucking know. None of my elders laced me up on none of this other stuff, bro. So what happens, right? Hits me with the I'm not happy. I'm like, well, that sucks, bro. I'm not happy either because I got to work 12 hours a day. I'm gone from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and I barely get to see you or our son. Yeah, I'm not happy either, but I do it for us. She's like, well, I don't want to be with you no more. I'm like, well, I mean, bro, we made a commitment, right? Like, we made a commitment. We have a son together. We're a family. No one gets between our family, right? Like, no one gets between you and your mother and her father and their family, which was you and your siblings, correct? Like, and she's like, well, I don't care. I don't want to be with you, period. She's like, and you need to get your shit and leave. Like, this is my place. I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And so eventually, because, you know, fucking trying to be a good guy, I get my shit, man. I get my shit, I get my clothes, a couple like personal belongings and shit, a couple electronics. and, you know, fucking pack it all in my little neon SRT, bro, and then fucking burn off and go to one of my guys' place and crash out there for a bit, you know, couch surfing. Trying to, you know, I literally went bitch mode, bro, and just try to let her get her head out of her ass. And what happens with that, right? Right? Like, what happens with the separation when a woman hits you with something like that? So I tried to do the right things, man. You know, I bettered myself. I got sober. You know, I'm not saying I was belligerent or nothing like that, but, you know, just wanted to see clearly. And so I waited fucking 2 years, just for 2019 to come around. That holiday season, I just dropped my son off. This was right before Christmas. This was right when the polar vortex was going on in 2019 in Chicago, where you could dump a pot of water in the air and it would turn to dust. It was so damn cold, it wouldn't even touch the ground. So, right, I meet up with my kid's mom. Fucking broad, dude. If you don't want to see your son, then you need to meet me right here, right now. But whatever, power trip. Anyways, right? So that winter of 2019, I dropped my son off, and I'm like, yo, like, I want to make this work. Like, we got a child together, like, at least until dude's 18, if you can get your head out of your ass. And at this time, mind you, like, I'm going to church, she going to church, right? The cop out, the church shit, I know. Like, hate me later. But, you know, I lost God for a bit, but I found him. And, bro, this broad dykes on me with some chick in the church. Some chick in the church, right? So holy Christian of you, right? So holy Christian of you. And then on top of that, as I'm dropping my son off to this freaking broad with that other broad in the freaking passenger seat, my guy, in the Jeep fucking Patriot that I bought this bitch with, like, man, another segue onto that. But anyways, bro, my son, like, grasped me close. And he's like, Dad, please don't leave. Like, I don't want you to go. I'm like, son, this is your mom's decision. Like, I want to stay with you and I want to be with you. I miss living with you, son. I do. But this is what your mom wants. And then she tells me, like, you need to stop filling his head with all of this, Nico. I'm like, Brittany, you're the one doing this. Like, I've been begging you for 2 years. For 2 years to come back home. Like, I miss putting my son to sleep. I miss going to bed with my son. I miss picking him up and I miss dropping him off. Like, dude, we made a life. Like, that's so bogus. You get to take that away from me and alienate my son from me and pimp me out to see my kid. That's so disgusting. And that was 2019, my guy. And so I dropped them off. And when she laid all that on me, right? She's like, oh, by the way, I filed for government assistance. I'm like, okay, like, what do you mean government assistance, right? Didn't think anything of it. Get back in my little neon. She gets back in her fucking little Patriot and I burn off. And so I get to the house, right? And then she's like, so I told you government assistance, it was a voicemail, bro. Like, she must have, like, tried to call me or something, but I heard the voicemail, her and that fucking dyker laughing, and she's like, you told him government assistance, but you were supposed to tell him child support. You filed for child support. And I'm like, what? Bro, no way. And so I touch base and she's like, yeah, I filed for child support. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bro, sent me off on 2019 like that. Right? So I'm like, dang, bro, going into 2019 like this. That was the winter, my bad. The winter in 2018 going into 2019. And so on 2019, that's when I burnt off from Chicago, West Chicago. And, man, bro, made my way to God's country here in Texas because I had nothing left, bro. She got the house, she got everything, she cleaned me out my savings, dog. Luckily, we weren't married. I mean, we spent 10 years of our lives together, but fuck me, right? Burning all my 20s out, and then you're just gonna take the easy cop out and then pimp me out and alienate me. You know what I mean? Pimp me out to see my kid. So yeah, I'm screwed right now, bro. Like, my life it feels like it's straight ruined, right? And then on top of that, right? Look at my quarters. Look at my quarters, right? I'm blessed enough, I can say. Like, I'm here in God's country. Granddad, as blessed I am, he let me come over here on his property and build a cabin. You know, I'm going the self-sufficient route and all of that. But is this really what it's succumbed to, right? And then my brother, let's bring it back to my brother for a hot second. He's almost in the same boat I am for a freaking dirty broad. Like, dude's in prison. Like, dude's spending time in prison until next year because some broad called on him for a false allegation and they were married. I mean, common law married, right? And then I guess this bitch already got remarried again or something. All right, but we'll get back into that, right? We'll get back into that. I'm going on tangents, guys. I know. I'm telling you, like, my life feels like it's been ruined, dude. All by these freaking women. It's disgusting, dog. And then where I'm at right now, I got child support barking up my freaking neck, bro. Like, where's my money? Where's my money? We're about to take your license away. We probably gonna lock you up, doggy. If you ain't gonna start paying us soon. Like, okay, how's that fair to me when I didn't leave? The other chick left me, bro. Like, you left me, and then how do you get to do that around, right? And right now, I'm still waiting on these attorneys. Dog, I still have like another 4 or 5K to pay on my car. And it's total. Watch, let's check this out. Come on, let's go for a walk. Let's go for a walk. So this is what I'm talking about. I got this ugly ass beer can over here that I gotta freaking work on. Still waiting on this insurance and attorney and everything else to get ironed out to get a settlement. Because if you can't give me the settlement that I need, then we're going to a lawsuit. Because attorneys, go ahead and get your 60K, dude. Just give me my 30 large and I'll walk away happy. Because this is ridiculous, dude. Look at this. I mean, look at this. This is straight pathetic, dude. Like, seriously? And we're already going on a month in. I've been unemployed for over a month now. First time in my life, dude. Besides when the pandemic came. So let's bring it back to that, right? So 2019, the end of February, March, came down here. Started living where I'm at right now, right? Granny granddad's. And everything going good. Plan was to get a place, you know, by my birthday, which is in May, you know, May 20th. And so I did. Fortunately, along the way, had some static, right? Trying to keep my own little property or whatnot, or my own little space, you know, can you mind my space? You know, I pay y'all rent. I just want my little quarters right here. And, you know, the rest, you know, have at it. Bro, I came home to a sticky note on the door. And they're like, you gotta be out by the end of the month. At least they gave me that, right? They could have been like, get the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck. Fair enough, right? And so I kicked it in high gear after that. I had to. I literally had no choice. So got the place, blessed up. It was, man, good deal at the time. It was $625. Like, that's a steal, bro, because I left Chicago paying like $975. But that, just for the rent, you know what I mean? And back then, that was a good deal, you know what I mean, compared to today's market. And so I do that, right? And I'm cooling out, bro, and I'm still kind of heartbroken from this fucking broad. And so I'm just trying to do my thing. And then, bro, like, I hustle all of 2019. Like, I just grind here in Texas, trying to get new connections, network, do my thing. And chill with my brother, because I haven't seen him since I was like a kid, bro. This is like half our lives, you know what I mean? So now I'm in my 30s, and when I meet my brother, you know, and we ain't seen each other since we were teenagers, like early teenagers. And so he already had a baby mama, and then he got a new baby mama, his step parent at that, like, god dang. And so the pandemic comes. Like, and at this time, right, I had this reconciliation of, like, I'm tired of doing this shit, like this type of work, you know what I mean? I just got some quick jobs, and like, I want to make a shift in my career. And so I was like, okay, let me plot this out. What do you want to do? I'm like, all right, bro, like right now, and this was right before AI and everything, right? I'm like, well, kind of want to work on cars and shit, but like, I kind of want to get out of this field I'm in. So let's try to go into the tech field. Bro, and I had it all set up. I was gonna get hired. I already did the drug test, already did the background check. I literally was going to sign papers that day. But guess what happened that day, my guy? The state of emergency. Yeah, like everybody, like frantic, like roaches when you turn the lights on, bro. Everybody's scrambling for anything. And what do? Like, I'm going on my way home, and I get a call. I'm literally pulling up to my driveway, bro, and then I get a call. I'm like, hey, is this so-and-so? I'm like, yeah, this is him. So we just got the state of emergency, and we're doing no longer hiring processes. Everything's on a freeze because you're going to be training at a hotel with the other people, and you guys had to transport in vans to do your training and all that sort of shit. So, like, you can't even do that because we follow the CDC guidelines. And I'm like, yo, I already put my 2 weeks in from this job I'm working at. I'm like, I just did the drug test. Everything pretty much gave me the bird. Like, well, that sucks. Ask for your job back. I'm like, yo, this is a right to work state. Like, what do you mean? Like, don't work like that. And so, dude, I was pretty much burnt. And at that point, man, like, nobody, bro, it was a major freeze. I mean, unemployment, God bless, it took them, shit, dude. It took me like, what, 6 weeks to get my first check? And then, God bless, I finally got a job. But like that first check I finally got, that was just to cover everything in the rears, you know? And so after that, I was at the spot for about a year and a half, 2 years when the pandemic started. So I started there probably like April 2020. And then didn't think I'd find love, dog. I was like, man, I'm done with this. I just need to work, get out my shit. It's a fucking pandemic. I ain't even got time for this, right? But I ended up finding somebody. Man, she was a sweetheart, bro. She was red hair, blue eyed, man, fucking loved her to death, bro. Everything a guy like me could have asked for, and got it. And then burnt another 2-3 years of my life with her, bro. And then she hit me with the I'm not happy. And like, and it would tell a guy like everything you want to hear. I'd never leave you, I'd go through hell and high water for you, like all the good shit a man want to hear, you know, to make you feel strong. And yeah, bro, she'd hit me with the I'm not happy. So I'm like, fuck, dog. I'm like, well, dude, I don't want you to leave. Like, this is not how we agreed to, you know, for our relationship long term. And well, whatever, that's not what I want anymore. So, right? So yeah, so she burnt off, bro. And yeah, got heartbroken again, but blessed enough to be human and know like you can experience that again. And so what happens after that, right? So I start having another epiphany, and I'm like, damn, I'm not getting nowhere. Like, I'm not getting nowhere. I'm like, so I had an idea. Where I'm staying at right now, right? My brother, his property used to be like right behind me on the other side of that, right? And then I stay where Granny and Granddad's at, and Granddad pretty much let brother buy that shit out, you know, rent to own kind of shit. And so I asked Big Brother, I'm like, yo, Big Brother, I'm like, hey, do you think it's all right if I can like put a little tent or something in the back of your property, bro, and just like slowly charge me whatever you can charge me, less than what I'm paying now. And like, I just need to pay this car off. I need to get myself out of debt, because my second chick that I was with, that I took seriously, she ran my credit cards up, bro, during that pandemic, you know, trying to help her and shit. She needed help. I had some flex, so I was like, I got you. But this don't come for free, you know? I'm like, this is your responsibility, but I can help you. And so like, I asked Big Brother about that, you know, and he was like, I don't know, bro, I gotta ask my girl. I'm like, what do you mean ask your girl? This is your fucking house, dude. I'm like, how long have you known this bitch? Like, I'm your fucking brother. Like, we stuck together for life, bro, like it or not. And so, right, he asked his girl, and she was like, I don't know. So guess what happened, right? I never ended up fucking going. So I ended up just, fuck, bro, bleeding it out where I was at, like, you know? And I asked my granny and granddad, like, what do they think I can do? And then granddad with his boomer ass take, pick yourself up by the bootstraps. Why don't you think about getting another job? I'm like, bro, I just spent all my 20s, like, working 2 fucking jobs for my baby mama, and like, whatever. That's another story. But so yeah, dog. So I was like, well, fuck, what do I do? Like, I'm just gonna be stuck in this perpetual loop of like always just a rat on the wheel, like the hamster on the wheel. And so, coincidentally, right, my father comes into my life at the time, my bio dad. And I hadn't heard from this cat in many moons. I mean, years, bro. My mom did to what my kid's mom did to me, from my pops, right? And then, but 2 sides of every story. So, right, here we are. So Pop hit me up, and so we conversing. And this is by like 2023, mind you. Old girl left, and then now I'm trying to talk and figure shit out with my pop. And I'm like, yo, Pop, if shit don't work out between, you know, me and my ex, I'm like, can I just move out to Arizona and like reinvent myself, I guess? And like, I'm gonna need 2 to 3 years, a year to pay this shit off, a year to pay this other shit off, and then the 3rd year is gonna be all bank, and by the end of that 3rd year, I'll be out your hair. And Pop was like, okay, yeah, come on with it, son. I'm like, okay, dude, like, God bless, thank you, for real. Like, I'm not worthy. Hat off to you, sir, thank you. And so during that same time frame, bro, my brother's getting played by his bitch. And I've been telling him since I came down here, I'm like, I don't know what her fucking deal is, dude, but she's just always fucking giving me shit when I'm here. I know she's shit testing me, but I'm like, yo, dog, get off my dick. Like, I asked my brother if I can come over here and work on my car and shit. And why are you on my dick, bro? Fuck out of here, dog. Like, geez, like, you're his fucking lady, dog. Leave me alone. I ain't here to talk to you, bitch. And so, right, like, she plays him, dog. She plays him, and then she ends up leaving him, ghosting his ass, and homie heart broke. Like, I know how that feels. Like, it ain't fun to deal with. And so he ends up jumping the gun before me to go to AZ. And I'm like, damn, for real? I mean, he sells the house and everything. And homie, like, the less you know, the better. I'm like, fair enough. You know what I mean? Fair enough. I'm like, well, I was already going to burn off to fucking Arizona come next year, because this was the winter of 2023. And, bro, so we both burn off. Like, I tell my landlord, because at this month, like, the pandemic started and shit in 2020, right? And so a little bit into that, I hollered at him. I was dumping trash, and he was dumping trash. I'm like, yo, Mr. Shane. I'm like, with the pandemic going on, woo this, woo that, do you think I could do a month to month? You know what I mean? But I'm not going to burn you and, like, not tell you if I'm not going to pay or whatever, but I don't know what's going to happen. And I was on that status for a minute. So we were, bro, God bless you, Shane, if you see this. I freaking love you, bro. Thank you for everything. And, right, so my brother and I burn off to Arizona. It was going all Gucci, bro. But my brother had some hate in his heart, or that bitch was influencing his head, or something. Cuts the journey short. That 2-3 year journey was cut to about 2 months. Yeah. And so we come back to Texas. And didn't know where the hell we were coming back to Texas, to be honest with you. And we ended up coming back here. Exactly where I'm at right now. The same spot back in 2019. And so what happens, right? I get my old place back. It took a minute. Luckily, Shane didn't rent it out yet, because he told me, like, if you leave and want to come back, it's yours, bro. And so, God bless. Like, God bless. And so I hit him up. And he was like, yo, give me 30 days. It's yours. You're good. But the catch, it's not $625 anymore, bro. It's $875 plus water, utilities, you know, your regular nonsense to live. And if you want a roommate, you can do it, right? And so I was like, yo, my credit's kind of fucked right now from my second ex that you know. And then, you know, my brother, yeah, he's going to stay with me. He's like, you don't need all that credit stuff, dude. He's like, you got credit with me. I've known you for like 5 years now. And I was like, okay, you're right. You're right. Thank you. You're right. And so my brother and I move in, and he's going through all this shit. You know what I mean? Just his separation, still trying to talk to his ex. And I'm just I'm on track, bro. You know what I mean? I finally got a roommate and shit. So now my bills are kind of cut, so I can play catch up. But this car note's been fucking me. And bro, the way I got this car note, if y'all want to know how I even got this car and my neon SRT fucking got let go of, let me know, bro. I will let you know how that happened, because that's a story in itself too. God bless America. She's the one that drove me from Illinois down here to Texas. The humble SRT4, the Orange Blast 05. Let's go walk back to the house. I'm going to wrap this up. So after that, it was pretty much a wrap. My brother started getting in some legal shit. That his baby mama pretty much just pressuring him and baiting him. Honestly, that's what I was telling him. Like, she's baiting you, bro. Ended up taking the bait, right place, wrong time. Ended up getting on this probation and all this other bullshit. And that's how I got the call last month about whatever. Bro, lost it all, man. I lost it all. My brother lost it all. And for what? For what? Over women. Over women, nonetheless. The ones that would cry and beg and plead and tell you, like, you crazy for thinking this. I would never leave you, dude. Like, I freaking love you. Yeah, for the moment. Don't get it twisted, for the moment. And so with that being said, guys, I'm going to try to upload this. I had to get it off my chest. It's been bugging the hell out of me. Forgive the tangents. It's went so many ways. None of this shit was scripted. If you guys want a part 2 and a little more actual dialed in, let me know. But God bless. Blessings on your journey. Keep your head up, guys. And until next time. Peace.